Hi, everyone. I'm Sabrina Dhami, and Chief Meteorologist Paul Cayano standing by to bring you your forecast in just a minute. But we do want to begin with some breaking news here in the capital region and across the nation. We begin with an update from Albany Police on a homicide investigation, the first homicide of the year for Albany. And we just learned from Albany Police that an arrest has been made now in this case. This was last week, and the man arrested is Curdell Young, 37 years old. Police say Young approached a man on Sherman Street last Thursday and shot him several times. That man killed was Anthony Diaz from Waterville. Police have called a news conference for this afternoon, 3:45, just before the start of our 4 o'clock news. News Channel 13 will be there. We'll have updates from that news conference. We hope to bring it to you live as well as it is happening. And the nation is once again mourning and once again in disbelief over yet another mass shooting killing young people. We have some new images of the terrifying moments from Michigan State University. Run! That video coming in of students at the school. Again, this was 2 separate locations on campus last night. An academic hall and the student union. And some breaking new details on this. 3 students were killed, 5 wounded. We now know 2 of the students killed. One was a sophomore, one was a junior. As for the suspect, MSU police tweeted they did find a note on the suspect. Again, that suspect found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The shooter's father told NBC News his son had become, quote, evil and mean following his mother's death in 2020. The shooter's name, Anthony McCrae. He was 43 years old. Again, police still trying to find what, if any, connection he had with the university. President Joe Biden released a statement saying, quote, action is what we owe to those grieving today in Michigan and across America. Here in the capital region, there was a gun violence rally held at the New York State Capitol at Albany today. This was planned prior to this tragedy at Michigan State University. However, the tone of it, of course, was different given what happened last night. We did hear from a number of speakers there saying guns are trafficked from weak gun law states into our most vulnerable areas, and they took some time speaking out quite a bit against what they call soft gun laws in other states. So Stella Porter was there at this news conference. She will have more on this coming up. Of course, we'll have the latest on the investigation and the new details coming from MSU as well. Let's turn to the weather now, bring Paul back into this conversation. And, we've been talking since yesterday, Paul, about the chance for this record warmth later this week, how that's impacting our local winter festivals. We got word of other festivals now being canceled for later this week. So any change in since the forecast, actually since yesterday, since we spoke with you about how warm it's going to get?
Yeah, it's still going to be mild, Sabrina. Whether we hit records or not, still, we're going to get to that point. But it's just another mild day today. And the change is going to come before the weekend on Friday, which was in the forecast yesterday. But it's going to be a drop-off, and pretty dramatic drop-off on Friday, just not cold enough to sustain these winter-like readings that we would need to continue these festivals. It's just been so unseasonably warm. And really, I mean, if you're a fan of sunshine, this is a gorgeous day outside for Valentine's Day. Check that out in downtown Saratoga Springs. We got a lot of sunshine. It's a live shot here on the CDPHP First Warning Cam, up to 51 now. And that's remarkable. I mean, the sun does such good work for us through the month of February and especially March as it gets higher in the sky. So the temperatures we're able to achieve are even higher, and we're now up to 49 officially in Albany. Yesterday, 52. So we'll probably go and hit the 50-degree mark once again today. The record, by the way, is around 56, I believe, and that was set back in 1946. First warning live Doppler radar is quiet. No problems with any rain. High pressure is in control. So if you have plans on this Valentine's Day, let's say after work, you're going out to dinner, you're going to catch a movie, not anticipating any weather issues. It is going to cool off after dark fairly steadily, but it's not going to get brutally cold like it was a couple of Fridays ago when we had all that Arctic air spilling in. Storm system heading our way, so clouds come back late tonight. The best chance of a shower will be first thing tomorrow morning before the sun comes up, and then the milder air flows in as this system works its way up into the Great Lakes. And on that track, as you know, it's a mild forecast track for us. So 40s today to around 50 already, back into the 30s tonight, but dry. And then as we get into the latter portion of the week, you'll see that clouds will build up even more, and that'll lead to that front coming through with the changes on Friday morning. So here's your 6 a.m. Wednesday, right? Just a passing sprinkle. Watch the clouds break up through the day on Wednesday. And eventually, that will lead to plenty of sunshine. That's going to help us get to 55. That's the record for tomorrow, 55. The record for Thursday is 61. That might be a little bit more of a reach, but certainly not out of the question. Upper 50s to around 60. And then that front brings the changes. So we'll go for a high today of 48. It's already 49. So let's say a close to 50 with the wind dying out. 30 tonight with partly to mostly cloudy skies. A shower first thing in the morning on your Wednesday. 55 and a breeze in the afternoon. 58 on Thursday with a late day shower. The front blows through here at 7 a.m. on Friday. The temperature at that point will be 52. And from there on through the rest of the day Friday, it drops. It goes all the way down through the 40s, 30s, and 20s. Teens to open up the day Saturday, and then right back to 39, 48, and 50. So you can see the cold air doesn't even last a full day, Sabrina.
Wow. So you're talking the record you said today, 56, set back in 1946, was it?
Yeah, let me double check. Got it right here for you. Hold on one sec, because I looked at so many different records. The record for today, no, that was 63. Sorry, my bad. 63 in 1946.
Got you. 63 in 1946. So we're not going to touch that, obviously. But looking at Thursday, where we could touch 60, that could get interesting.
Right. 61 would be the record. So that's certainly within reach. I mean, I could see us easily getting to 60 on Thursday. We put 58 because the clouds are going to be coming in, but the potential is certainly there.
I'm going for it. You know me.
I know you
talk
are.
about this. Hey, you got an interesting video, and we did get several messages from people saying they saw something in the sky that puzzled them a little bit. So we'll put it up and talk about this a little bit. Here it is, Paul. You want to draw people's attention to what they're looking at here?
Yeah, this is the Starlink satellite chain, right, from Elon Musk. And this is internet access via satellite. And when you have the perfect conditions and it's overhead, you see this chain. Looks like a bunch of UFOs, right? But it's really the chain of satellites producing internet connection at that level. And this is obviously, Amy sent this to my buddy John Bulmer, who's forwarded it to me. But we were talking about how people are looking to the sky now, right? More so than like even last week before this whole balloon thing came upon us. So you look up and you see something like that, and of course everyone's interest is piqued.
Absolutely. We'll put it up one more time so people can take a look again. Like as you said, Paul, this is a string of satellites that floats, bringing internet access to several countries. But if you catch it at first glance, you're like, what is that? It's called kind of a constellation of satellites for that reason. But as you said, it was a perfect night last night, clear skies for people to spot this.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like if you think about it hard enough and our imaginations, it almost looks like a jetliner with the lights in the windows, right?
Yes.
And it's almost just like an airship kind of just drifting by.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Well, thank you to Amy for sending that to us. Yeah. So Paul, we'll speak with you live at 4. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for joining us for this 13 Now update. I want to leave you with one image before we close out. Once again, I'm Sabrina Dhami. We will see you live at 4.